Welcome to our investigation into a troubling issue in hip-hop culture, Slim Thug's history of degrading black women. We're sick of it. In this script, we examine how Slim Thug's lyrics, public statements, and behavior have contributed to a narrative that devalues black women. This isn't just a critique of an artist's work, it's a call to challenge a harmful cultural pattern. Brace yourself, because we're about to expose a legacy of disrespect and demand accountability. Who is Slim Thug? Slim Thug emerged from Houston's rap scene with a unique style and a laid-back delivery that earned him significant commercial success. However, beneath his smooth flow lies a history of using degrading language and imagery to objectify black women. Many of his tracks and public comments reinforce harmful stereotypes, reducing women to objects of male desire. Is it acceptable for a figure with such influence to perpetuate these damaging narratives? Today, we explore Slim Thug's legacy and its impact on the way black women are portrayed in music and culture. Historical context: misogyny in hip-hop. Hip-hop has long been a platform where raw emotion and street authenticity are expressed, often using provocative language. For decades, artists have pushed boundaries, sometimes blurring the line between artistic expression and harmful rhetoric. Where should we draw the line? While some argue that such language reflects real-life struggles, the repeated use of degrading terms can normalize disrespect toward women. In the case of Slim Thug, his work exemplifies a trend that many feel undermines the dignity and value of black women, reinforcing outdated power dynamics and stereotypes. Controversial lyrics, words that hurt. A significant source of criticism comes from Slim Thug's song lyrics. Many tracks contain lines that objectify and demean black women, portraying them as mere prizes or objects for male pleasure. Are these words just reflections of street slang, or do they actively contribute to a cycle of dehumanization? Critics contend that such lyrics not only affect how listeners view women, but also set a dangerous precedent for treating black women as secondary. When influential artists use language that reduces women to stereotypes, it sends a message that their worth is measured solely by physical attributes and subservience, with profound real-world implications. Public behavior beyond the music. Slim Thug's controversial behavior extends beyond his music. In interviews and appearances, he has made dismissive remarks about women. Is his offstage behavior merely part of a persona, or does it reveal a deeper disregard for black women? When a public figure trivializes women's experiences, it reinforces harmful ideas about gender roles. This behavior, combined with his lyrics, forms a pattern seen as symptomatic of a larger cultural issue, one where degrading language is normalized. Impact on black women, the human cost. The repercussions of Slim Thug's degrading portrayals are deeply personal for many black women. Constant exposure to objectifying lyrics and dismissive public comments can erode self-esteem and reinforce negative stereotypes. How many young women have internalized these harmful messages about their worth? The persistent narrative that reduces black women to objects undermines their identity and contributes to an environment of inequality. This ongoing cycle has profound implications for personal relationships, career opportunities, and overall self-worth. Community backlash, voices rising. In recent years, a strong backlash has emerged against Slim Thug's degrading portrayals. Activists, fellow musicians, and everyday fans have taken to social media and public forums to express their anger and disappointment. Is it time for a cultural reckoning in hip-hop? The collective outcry demands accountability and challenges the normalization of harmful language. Influential voices within the black community have urged for a shift toward more respectful representations, arguing that art should uplift rather than diminish. This growing movement is a powerful reminder that change is possible when communities unite for a common cause. The role of the music industry. The music industry is a major force in shaping cultural norms. Record labels, producers, and streaming platforms decide which artists and messages gain prominence. Can an industry continue to profit from content that demeans Black women? By promoting artists whose work includes degrading language, the industry normalizes harmful narratives and reinforces stereotypes. There's an urgent need for industry leaders to adopt new standards that prioritize respect and inclusivity. This responsibility extends beyond commercial interests. It is essential for fostering a culture that values dignity over exploitation. Call for accountability, demanding respect. When influential figures use their platforms to propagate harmful stereotypes, they must be held accountable. Shouldn't those with such reach be held to a higher standard? Advocates argue that Slim Thug and others like him should recognize the real-world impact of their words. Holding artists accountable is not about stifling creativity, but about ensuring that respect is at the forefront of public discourse. The call for accountability is a demand for change, a cultural shift where degrading language is no longer tolerated and every voice is valued equally. Changing the narrative, art as empowerment. Despite the issues raised by degrading portrayals, there is hope for change. Many artists are now using hip-hop as a platform for empowerment, creating music that celebrates the strength and beauty of Black women. Imagine a future where every song celebrates empowerment instead of degradation. This vision is achievable through collective effort. By supporting creators with positive messaging, we can build a music culture that values dignity and equality. Art can then become a beacon of hope and progress. Voices for change, influencers, and activists speak out. Across various media platforms, influential voices are uniting to demand better representations in hip-hop. Prominent Black women and cultural critics have condemned degrading portrayals. Will the industry listen when those most affected speak out? Their call is clear. The era of objectifying language must end. This collective call sends a powerful message that harmful stereotypes are unacceptable and that art can celebrate every individual's humanity. Fan power, the influence of the audience. Fans today are not passive consumers, but active participants in shaping cultural trends. Social media empowers audiences to hold artists accountable by voicing their discontent when harmful language is used. What happens when millions of voices demand respect and equality? This grassroots movement can force record labels and producers to reconsider whose voices they promote. When fans unite to reject degrading portrayals, they pave the way for a more inclusive music industry. Their collective power is a catalyst for change, reminding us that respect in art begins with the audience. Educational initiatives shaping future generations. Education plays a pivotal role in challenging harmful narratives. Young listeners absorb messages from music, making it crucial to teach media literacy and critical thinking. How can we empower our youth to demand better from the artists they admire? By integrating educational programs that focus on respectful representation, we can help future generations recognize and reject degrading language. Encouraging critical analysis of lyrics will foster a more discerning audience, capable of influencing change and supporting art that truly uplifts. This proactive approach is essential for creating a culture that values dignity and equality. Industry reform toward a respectful culture. Slim Thug's degrading history demands reform in the music industry. Leaders must adopt standards that prioritize respect and inclusivity. Isn't it time for record labels and producers to stand against harmful content? By revising policies and supporting artists who uplift rather than demean, the industry can focus on empowering narratives. This change is essential for both the music scene and its broader societal impact. A vision for the future, empowerment over degradation. Looking forward, hip-hop can become a space for empowerment and respect. artists can transform the narrative by crafting lyrics that honor the strength of Black women. Imagine a future where every song celebrates empowerment instead of degradation. This vision is achievable through collective effort. By supporting creators with positive messaging, we can build a music culture that values dignity and equality. Art can then become a beacon of hope and progress. Conclusion: demanding better for our culture. Slim Thug's history of degrading Black women starkly exposes harmful narratives in hip-hop. His lyrics and behavior create an environment where disrespect toward Black women is normalized. We're sick of it, and it's time to demand better. Change is not about silencing art, but ensuring influential voices promote respect. By challenging these narratives and supporting positive content, we can build a culture of dignity and equality. The future depends on our willingness to demand a better standard. We must act now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click the notification bell to keep up with our latest updates.